Salve, citizens, and welcome to a little more Farm Together 2. We're going to talk about the absolute best way to organize your crops once you get to a point where you're just trying to have smart, organized production of everything. This is a method that was used in the first game. Some of the more veteran players that have joined us, Luke and Lori, are familiar with this method, so they built this out for us. And as you can see here, we have a road going down the middle, crop plots on either side. You can do this at 3 wide or 6 wide. And then we also did some 9 wide ones down here. But the point is this is large enough that you can have some of each category of crop going at all times. We could even have potentially split this to have one row of each crop always available. But we went with this method where we did categories. So there's 3 tomato plots for each type of tomato. So cherry, beefsteak, and normal tomatoes. Multiple plots for grain, multiple plots for just veggies in general. Then we have plots for pumpkins, plots for the new peppercorn. We had to actually replace a few of the berry plots with that. Plots for the more long-term crops like eggplants. So overall, a very cool way to do things, and we even made it a point to do some decorating in the middle. But this is what you're going to want to aim for when you get to a point where you want to build a permanent farm. And one of the smart things we did is, you start on this side, and come all the way down, and when you end here, you just hit the tank and refill. So you always have enough fuel. You never have to stop to refill. You just always have fuel. There's 3 teleports, one on either side, as well as one in the middle, which is the welcome area. And then these 2 plots on the end here are technically for quest crops, as we need to do quest crops. But a very cool way to do the crop plot. I absolutely love it. I wish we had space to make it a little larger. As more crops get added to the game, we might have to shift it over a little bit or rearrange a thing or two. This might all eventually get moved up to here. Don't tell anybody that, because I don't think anybody wants to move that yet. But this is the absolute 100% best way to build a crop plot. I'll probably work on an early game guide on how to do this, but this is what you want to look for in end game. And if you start off doing your crops like this, it's actually pretty easy to keep up. So you can either do it by A, having a spot for literally every single crop, or B, doing it by the categories that you sell in town, which is what I went with. So we have veggies, tomatoes, grains, berries, melons, and then the peppercorns and lentils and peppers. So that's my favorite way to do it. But that's that. Y'all take care and enjoy Farm Together 2.